Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would do a favorites video. I haven't done one since January. I know I said in January that I was sort of gonna like move to be doing them every month, but February was just absolutely manic with Maddison's birthday and preparing for me to return to work and yeah, just all those shenanigans, so it didn't happen, and now it's coming to the end of March. I don't know where March has gone, but yes, I thought I would do a bit of a favorites video. It's not as filled with lots of stuff that I realize it sounds really weird. There aren't a lot of physical things in this favorites video, but there are a couple, so I thought I will start with those. The first one is a favorite for Maddison, but I also like the fact that she's using them, and it is these Munchkin cups. They are filthy, I just realized. So they are a spoutless cup. They are recommended by dentists. So what happens is Maddison just puts pressure on this little lip bit and the water comes out. Let's see if I can make it up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so her lip pushes down on this and it drinks water. So yeah, really easy to clean. Maddison took to them really easy. Obviously it's like any other cup, they need to learn how to do it, but yes, we have them in both sizes. They do come with the same color lid as the base, we've just swapped them. This one is the bigger one and has handles. Actually, I think this is the one that comes with handles and this one didn't, and we've swapped it again. But yeah, really like this. As you can see, this one has a Maddison sticker on it, which is very worn and probably needs to be replaced, because this is the one she takes to daycare. This is the one we use at home, and yeah, love them. They're the Munchkin brand. If you are in Australia, I think you can definitely get them at Big W, because that's where I got ours. You can get them at Baby Bunting, because we got one of them at Baby Bunting. I think Woolies might sell them, maybe. Don't quote me on that, but definitely like Baby Bunting and Big W, probably Target, like department-y store. KMART, no, not KMART. I don't think KMART sell them, so yeah, like them. Moving on to mentioning KMART is my next thing that I like is for me, and it is from KMART. And because it's been so busy, I actually haven't really used it that much, but I have used it before. So I will show you. It's rather big. I can't even get over it. Maybe if I turn it this way. No, okay. You've seen what it looks like. It's just so big I can't hold it and talk to you at the same time. So it's a felt pin board. Essentially, let me just grab. It has a whole bunch of the little letters, and they have like little, oh, you can't even see them, can you? Oh yeah, see I can see these things at the top. Yeah, and you mount them into the board and you make messages and things like that. They do say that you can have it as like a shopping list, and I was like, no one's using it as a shopping list. It can be a little fiddly to put them together, but it's kind of like a different take on the light box. So I have a light box. I'm sure if you've watched my channel before or looked at my Instagram, yeah, you've seen that I have a light box. So this one just gives me a little more versatility in regards to how big the message is, or I could probably put a quote on there. There's loads of letters. That's the one thing that I don't like about my light box, is the amount of letters that there are, and obviously the space. This is just really bad dancing. The space that you can obviously have the message on. And I've got an A3 size one, so that board's way bigger, and just, yeah, really like it. So that's pretty much it in the physical, tangible things. For my favorites this month, I sort of thought about it, and I thought about it pretty hard, and I was like, there isn't really a lot in the tangible stuff. The only other thing that I might mention is I have a pair of Converse that I've been living in. I'll insert a little clip here. So these are the Converse. I've pretty much been wearing them quite regularly. I've had them for quite a while, but I've just really been living in them, and we are going on holiday in April, so I will probably upgrade. I say upgrade, I'm not going to get rid of the ones I have, but I'll probably get a new pair. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the same pair. You'll have to stick around on my channel to find out if I get the same pair again, if you're really that interested. But yeah, I really enjoy wearing Converse. I found, because the ones that I have are a leather one, you know, you can like wipe them clean, so that's pretty good. Although the other ones you can just put in the washing machine, but whatever floats your boat. So moving on, as I mentioned in my last favorites video, I'm sort of changing up the favorites. There isn't a lot of emphasis on favorites from Maddison, so to speak. It's more about my favorites and things I can share with you, and there occasionally are going to be favorites of Maddison's or favorites that I like using for Maddison, like I said, like this Munchkin cup. So there's also the digital-ish stuff that I've been liking this month. So I thought I would start with music. I thought was a good one. So I am probably like the only person, maybe not the only person, I'm one of the few people that doesn't really use Spotify, so sorry, not sorry really. Mainly because I use an iPhone and I run a lot of Apple products, and I pretty much use Apple Music. So yeah, I use Apple Music. So I've really been liking in the radio section 90s pop radio. I'm born in the 90s. I'm in fact born in 1990, and yeah, I've really been enjoying it because there's lots of old songs that I'm just can't. I find myself either listening to it at work or when I'm driving, and I'm just like, oh, that song, oh, that song, yeah. And it's just been like that. So I find that listening to commercial radio is, I just hear the same songs over and over again. If I have to hear that Bruno Mars Dripping in Finesse song again, like, oh, I literally hear it every time I get in the car, and it's just so frustrating. Like, it's an all right song. It's not the best song. People aren't going to be talking about that song in 50 years time going, that was an amazing song. But yeah, I'm just sick of hearing it. And yeah, so I've been sort of changing up what I listen to. Obviously, if you've watched my channel before, you might know, or you might not know, depends on which videos you've watched. I do like to listen to an audiobook. So the audiobook that I am listening to at the moment, and it is through Audible, and the reason I'm looking at my phone is because I always get the title of the book wrong. It is called The All-American Boys by Walter Cunningham. Walter Cunningham was an astronaut, an American astronaut, and I'm really into astronaut space kind of biographies. So it's actually narrated by Walter himself, which I think is really cool. Fun fact, this particular astronaut was in the same, I guess, for lack of a better term, like drafting pool collection of astronauts that were they're recruited at different times, like obviously, or they're accepted into the program at different times. He was in the same group that had Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong. So I think that's pretty cool. They obviously went on different missions, because obviously Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong went on to walk on the moon, and Walter actually did the first manned Apollo mission after an incident on the launch pad. I'm not going to ruin the story for you. If you're interested, go and listen to it. You can get it from Audible. Totally not a sponsored video by Audible. I just really, really rate them. I don't have time to sit and read a book because I am a mum, so car commute time. I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds like a truck crashing. I don't have time to read a book, so when I'm commuting and when I am cooking dinner or when I'm hanging out washing, all of those times where I can just pop my phone on speaker and play the book, that's when I do that. So whilst talking about commute time and car, because I've been going to work really early, by early I mean like I'm on the road at 5 o'clock in the morning, I've been listening to a radio show called Those Two Girls. I don't know, I kind of like it. It's just different. You can get the catch up, you can download the catch up. I imagine you can get it from the Hip Network, so it's 92.9 in Perth. I don't actually know what it is in other states. You could probably download it as like a podcast, I'm pretty sure. Most of the radio shows now you can download as a podcast, as a catch up. So yeah, those two girls, yeah, just something different, really, you know, they do lots of funny segments and stuff, but I've kind of been liking that. And that's probably something that people won't encounter, mainly because normal people aren't driving their car at 5 o'clock in the morning, or at least people that I think who watch my channel. If you are commuting at 5 o'clock in the morning, please leave a comment down below. I'd be interested to know if I am alone, or if there are people out there who are driving in the dark at 5 o'clock in the morning like I am. The next thing I wanted to talk about was in regards to favorites, and I'm looking at my phone again because it's all the information's in my phone, is YouTube. Obviously I put content on YouTube and I have favorite content on YouTube. So we'll start with my husband currently has a YouTube Red subscription, so we've been watching Minefield, which is by Vsauce 1 if you are into the Vsauce channels. Yes, and Minefield's been amazing. It's sort of like episodes on social experiments and different things like that. So the ones we've watched are, you know, talking about the power of suggestion, or oh, my brain, you know, when you really like something and then you can't, it doesn't come to your you can't articulate what you're trying to think. Okay, so I'll just look at the ones because I can see the ones that we've watched. Okay, so we've watched Isolation, which is all about being isolated, The Greater Good. So that's about how your brain, that was a really good one. That's one I actually talked about a lot because we actually watched it, and every time I see people I kind of ask their opinion. That one is the trolley debacle incident. Essentially it talks about how when you have to make a decision and both the decisions are bad. So the one in this is like the train is going down a track and it's going to hit 5 people on the track, but you could pull a lever and it could divert the train off that track onto another track, but it's still going to hit one person. And in surveys, people say that they would obviously pull the lever for the greater good. You know, again, a life is a life, but in this scenario, it's like 5 versus 1. You know, save 5 lives or save 1 life. And in actuality, most people freeze, which is, that was the thought process I think was going to happen, because it's like everything that when you're put in a stressful situation or a real-time situation, it's like first aid. Like, it's great if you have the skills to do first aid, but if you're put in a scenario, you know, where you need to do CPR or someone is choking, it is quite a jarring or shocking experience, and you can go into shock, and your ability to be rational and logical just goes away. And some people can act well under pressure, and that's a lot of pressure regardless of what the situation is, whether it's the train situation or first aid or anything like that. So that was talking about that. The psychedelic effect, that was about how, that was all about you know, like lie detector drugs and truth serum and that kind of stuff, and how your brain, like, whether those things kind of work, I guess. Power of suggestion. Yeah, I think I've talked about this one for probably long enough. If you're interested, you should go and check out Vsauce. He obviously has non-YouTube Red content, which is quite interesting, but a lot of the Minefield episodes are really, if you're really into that scientific method and just all that kind of stuff. Me and my husband really get into it, so that's what we've been watching with our dinner most nights instead of, I don't know, Married at First Sight or My Kitchen Rules. Sorry if you really like those shows. I just can't get into them. Okay, moving on to favorite YouTubers. Like, what channels have I been watching recently? The first one that comes to mind that I pretty much, when I was like, I'm gonna go home and film a favorites video, the first one that I thought of was Dainty Fell. So it's Jinti, Dainty Fell, Fell. Dainty is a Australian vegan traveling vlogger. I'm gonna see if Dainty actually has something on her, what's in her about section. So they've currently been living the van life. So I'm really into people who, you know, do like the van life, tiny homes, all that kind of thing. Not that I have a tiny home and I don't think I would ever live in one. I find it really fascinating. I think I look at those scenarios and I think the way that they minimize what they have and how they repurpose, like how things have multiple purposes, I think that's quite intriguing. And I think if there were things, I guess I watch them hoping to see how they do life and also to see if there was ever something that I could have that has multiple purposes, then that's great. So that's fine. Dainty Fell. No, I don't want to unsubscribe from Dainty. Right, I just want to go to the about section to see what it says. Okay, so it says, hi, we are a travelling family of 3, currently living the van life, exploring our beautiful home country, Australia. On this channel, I share videos mostly to do with van life, health, travel, minimalism, veganism, as we are a vegan family. But expect a bunch of other stuff too. I live in a van with my partner Chris and our daughter Ayana. If we are not travelling up and down the coast of Australia, you will find us sniffing out vegan treats somewhere else on this beautiful planet we get to call home. So, yeah. I just find it so interesting, and the footage is just, it's always beautiful, and it's very, it has that really like beachy vibe, authentic vibe. I really like it. So yeah, if you're interested, go and check out Dainty. I think she's great. Okay, let's see. I'm going through like my subscriptions. Like, I obviously have quite a few, but there are, I don't know, I have so many subscriptions it would be physically impossible for me to watch every single video that all of my people on my subscription list upload. So I thought I would go through them and I can like pick the ones that I'm like, they're the ones I'm always going for. Right, next one is Ash Mama Reid. So she is a Scottish mummy vlogger. She just got married to her husband. Obviously, that sounded, she has 2 beautiful children, Ella and Charlie. They are great. They're just really family feeling. I really love her content. I love her Instagram. So Ash Mama Reid, she's a channel mum. So yeah. Oh, other mummy vlogger that I'm really liking at the moment is Sarah from This Mama's Life. She's also she's Scottish, because she's from, I'm pretty sure she's from Aberdeen. She's Scottish, but she lives in England. So yes, iJustine, love iJustine. I think I really like iJustine because she's really fun. She puts a good spin on tech stuff because it's like a tech channel, and she's female. Like, a lot of the tech channels are male and boring males, but iJustine is, I think she's pretty cool. Just trying to think if there is anybody else. Oh, there is. Like, looking through them and going, I love this and I love this and I love this, but I can't say all of them. Well, I could. If you're interested in the YouTubers I like, my favourites, go and look at my subscription list. Is that it? I think so. For now. otherwise this video is going to be really, really long. Yeah, no, I'm gonna put my phone down. That's it. It's going to be really, otherwise it's going to be really, really long. So that's my favorites. I feel a bit anticlimactic. I am really sorry if this was a bit rambly and a bit just all over the place, but yeah, I'm interested to know. Let me know down in the comments, like, if you've discovered a new YouTuber that you really like. Like, I watch a variety of content. Like, I watch a lot of mummy vloggers because I feel weird calling myself a mummy vlogger, but I create mummy related content a lot of the time, so I do watch a lot of that, and I do enjoy watching a lot of that. But I do enjoy watching some tech stuff, so that's like why I watch iJustine, and I watch Linus Tech Tips and the affiliated channels with Linus Tech Tips. I mostly watch those with my husband though, because he gets into those as well. We both watch Peter McKinnon together, which is what I mentioned in my last favorites. And then yeah, like Ginty Fell's quite out of the box. Like, it's quite different to a lot of the stuff I watch. Flying the Nest, that's quite different to a lot of the stuff I watch. That's like more travel, but they're fun, and I went to school with them, so that's another reason why I watch them. But it's, you know, it's fun and good quality content. And yeah, let me know if you have any new YouTubers that you really like. Let me know who your favorite is at the moment down in the comments, because I'd be interested. I'm always interested to find new content. It doesn't matter that I have a really long subscription list. I do try and watch videos from everybody. I just might not watch, especially the ones who upload like daily. I found that I went through a phase of watching the Meldrums, because I did, I think all of January I watched their videos every day. And then when they started again in February, I started to slip, because especially if like they have like longer vlogs, so prioritizing time and, you know, just rambling. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you found something new to look into or look at or try out. If you're new around here, I would love to have you stick around and subscribe if you can deal with the fact that I just rambled on for like 20 odd minutes. And yeah, if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and yeah, hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.